And finally, I love this article. This is going to cause quite a stir, I think. Okay, here's the headline. 1 in 3 IT staff snoops on colleagues. This is a Reuters article from June the 19th. From Frankfurt, one of the 3 information technology professionals, 1 in 3, there we go, 1 in 3 information technology professionals abuses administrative passwords to access confidential data such as colleagues' salary details, personal emails, or board meeting minutes, according to a survey. U.S. information security company CyberArk surveyed 300 senior IT professionals and found that one-third admitted to secretly snooping, while 47% said they had accessed information that was not relevant to their role. All you need is access to the right passwords or privileged accounts, and you're privy to everything that's going on in your company. The article goes on to say, for most people, administrative passwords are a seemingly innocuous tool used by IT departments to update or amend systems. To those in the know, they are the keys to the kingdom. CyberArk said privileged passwords get changed far less frequently than user passwords, with 30% being changed quarterly and 9% never changed at all. Yeah. That's it, folks. I mean, I don't really know how accurate this information is. It's a Reuters article, but I find that real disturbing that any network administrator would ever consider using their administrative privileges in order to snoop on their coworkers or look at data they shouldn't be. But people are people, and it will and can happen, and you have to use some common sense. And when somebody leaves the company, their accounts should be locked out. If they have administrative accounts or privileged account access, you need to be constantly changing those username and passwords in your system. That's just good common sense. That's real scary stuff. It's frightening to me to know that people are doing that, but it's out there. Pay attention to your security logs. Maybe you need to have somebody watching the watcher on the network, but be that as it may, I personally believe most network professionals, most computer and IT people do not abuse that privilege. I wouldn't lose a lot of sleep overnight, but you do need to know that this sort of behavior is going on. Make sure your administrative accounts frequently update the username and passwords so that ex and former employees can't possibly be tempted to log into your network and take information or look at things. Hold people accountable. That's really what this is all about. This is more of this is really, we're talking about an honesty issue, an accountability issue. But there's some things you can do with software that you can do with events management if you know what to do, and keeping a good eye and understanding what these accounts can do. Understanding that pretty much when you're a domain administrator, you have access to areas in the network that others don't, and you're trusting that person or those people to be honest and thoughtful with that information. So keep an eye on that. Just a heads up that it's out there and that it is happening. But I tend to disagree. I just think a third to almost half, come on, I just don't buy that. Well, it's in the news, right? So it's got to be true.